Hello everybody, back here again for a vlog a day. And today is Saturday the 26th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning a little earlier than I wanted to, but dogs were up and around. Had to get up and get out and get them outside before I woke up my bride. She's feeling a little better, but still not feeling great yet. She's kind of getting over her sickness and all that good fun stuff. So yeah, it's really kicked her ass this week, but she's been basically fighting through it best she can and not being complaining a lot and whatever. So it's really proud of her for as well as she's handled it. So yeah, there's that. But got up, got the dogs out, jumped in the hot tub for a bit, chilled out there, and she finally got up and around. So I was able to get the dogs back in, got dressed, got the dogs fed, basically hung out with them for the day. Didn't really have a lot going on. It was just kind of a pretty uneventful day. Like I said, she's feeling better. Karen was in the office getting some work done, catching up on stuff that she kind of had fallen off because she was so unproductive this week because she was in such bad shape. But there's some things that had to get taken care of that she had to do, which worked out fine. I was just hanging out with the dogs. Midday, decided to go ahead and take a nap because we can, and I figured she could use the extra rest, and I'm never going to turn down a good chance to nap. So yeah, I went ahead and put on a movie, and it wasn't anything great. It was one of the things, we put on one, and we were about, 8 minutes into it. But I'm like, I just hit the button. I'm like, just change. I said, this thing sucks. She goes, yeah, I was hoping you would realize that. I'm like, well, then speak up. Like, what the heck? So we laughed about that one. So we switched over to another movie that I think I'd seen a long time ago, but it was just a rom-com, and basically had a nice little laughs, a couple points and stuff. And at one point, she zonked out pretty fast on me, and then I know I fell asleep off and on throughout the movie. And then once that was over, I switched over to a Hip Hop Revolution. I think something like that. It's like a documentary series about hip hop back in the day. And first episode, I gotta say, was a little farther back than I'd ever heard of. So it was a lot of things I didn't know about, and I thought I was fairly new. I thought I knew a lot about the early stage of hip hop, but this was a much deeper underground hip hop and rap that I'd never heard of. So I learned some new information, and I was hoping more to kind of fill in some beats of some of the stuff I knew more about than I did on this one. But overall, was a decent little episode. Hoping it gets a little more into the genre that I was familiar with, which like Flash, Dave Master Flash and Sugar Hill Gangs and some of those kind of things in that era. They come in. This was prior to it even, so early stages of the street battles and whatnot back in the day. So back when mixtapes were the only thing they had to be able to prove who you were and whatever, and the block parties were a giant thing back then. So but yeah, it was kind of cool to see, but it was fun. Got up from there and let the dogs all back out again. We hung out for a little bit, went and got my run done, and got back from the run, chilled out my wife a little bit. And actually, she went to the store earlier in the morning. I forgot that part when she first got out. The dog got dropped off, another dog getting dropped off, and before it got dropped off, she had went ahead and went to the store, picked up some supplies I needed to make an arm roast that I had thawed out from our cow we brought home, and went ahead and chucked it in the slow cooker with a bunch of the supplies, and then realized it was about done, I realized I forgot to put the mushrooms in. So it's all fine. I'll find something else to cook the mushrooms with, but not sure what that's going to be yet. So might do like mushroom Swiss burgers next week, sometime before the mushrooms go bad. I'll saute those up in a little bit of butter, a little bit of garlic sauce, and maybe throw some sauteed onions on there as well. So but yeah, I'll get that all figured out. But yeah, went ahead, dog got there, everything was good, run was over, I had a shower and stuff, was all good to go. And then by that point, the roast was ready to eat, so knocked that meal out. We had had a bunch of little golden potatoes and all that good fun stuff. So it worked out really, really well. So, but yeah, had a nice little meal, watched a little TV together, and then I headed back outside with the pups and let them run and play and chase. And then it got dark, and the weather was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful weather. So chilled out there, had a nice little evening, a nice cigar, headed back in, watched a little bit of Frasier with my bride, and then wrapped it up and called it a day. So I had some chips and dip also, because I'm eating a bunch of chips and dip because I got like 4 containers of dip to eat before they go bad. So definitely something I've got to stay on top of. But yeah, that's pretty much all we got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.